Hello, in this video I am going to talk to you about the homework assignments that you'll be doing on a weekly basis in CIR 306. So throughout the semester you're going to be reading a number of chapters out of your course textbook, which is Language Arts Patterns of Practice by Gail Tompkins. And you'll also be reading a number of journal articles, especially when we are studying writer's workshops. So you'll be doing a lot of reading to expand your knowledge of teaching language arts throughout the semester. So to help you comprehend and hold you accountable for doing those reading assignments, you'll be doing homework assignments pretty much every week in the class, except for with a few exceptions. So homework assignments will usually consist of notes about the reading assignment that you have completed. And I'm going to share with you different note-taking strategies, and I'll be explaining those, week by week as needed. The first note-taking strategy I'm going to teach you is called the Alpha Box, and I'm going to show you how to do that in another recording that will appear in this folder. But other forms of note-taking that I'll be teaching you include writing a double-entry journal, writing an article summary, and so forth. And I'm going to record videos and show you how to do those things a little bit later in the semester as you need them. So you don't need to worry about those right now. For now, all you need to worry about is the Alpha Box, because that's what we're going to be starting with first. And Alpha Boxes are kind of fun, so if you've never made one before, it might be something that you enjoy. So, as I mentioned, pretty much every week you'll have homework assignments due. And in terms of where you submit your homework assignments, where you submit these notes about your reading assignments that you'll be completing, you go to the class discussion board, and as you can see on the left-hand menu, you see the discussion board option. If you scroll down, you will see discussion forums that are labeled according to each week of the course, like week 2, week 3, and so forth. So what I would like you to do is submit your homework using these discussion board forums. So to do that, all you do is, let's say, click on week 2, create your thread, and there is a space here. You can type in your subject, and then you can attach your file. So you can upload your Alpha Box or whatever homework assignment is due for that particular week. Whoa, I don't know what just happened. So I'm going to cancel that because I don't really want to upload something right now. So I'm going to go back to the discussion board, and I want to call your attention to the fact that each forum for homework assignments indicates exactly what homework assignments are due in a given week and the due date. So for example, in week 2, at the end of the second week of class, you are completing one Alpha Box for both chapters 1 and 2. So you're going to read 2 chapters and just create one assignment based on those 2 chapters that you're reading. And that's due at the very end of the day on Saturday, August 29th. So what will happen is at 12 a.m. on Sunday, August 30th, you will no longer see this discussion board forum. That's because I won't accept homework late. So please make sure that you submit it on time and that you stay on top of it so that you don't have the problem of having your work submitted late. So don't panic if you see that, a discussion board forum disappears after you post to it, because they are designed to disappear after the due date. So that way I'm not receiving late work on those. So that's pretty much what you have to do, how you have to submit your homework assignments every week. Some weeks you do have multiple homework assignments due. For example, let's look at week 6. You have an Alpha Box due for chapter 10 of the textbook, and then that week I'm going to show you how to do a double entry journal based on chapter 5 of the textbook. So some weeks you do have multiple assignments due. A lot of weeks you just have one. There are some weeks you just don't have any at all. For example, you notice there's no week 4 here in between week 3 and week 5. There's no homework due for week 4. And toward the end of the semester, I think it's week 13 and week 14, there's no homework due. So please don't, be concerned that I'm missing those discussion forums. We just don't have homework due that particular week. So in terms of how you are going to be graded on your homework assignments, it's worth 10% of your overall course grade. So that's a good chunk. So make sure you stay on top of your homework assignments. So in order to earn the maximum points, which is 10 points, you can miss one homework assignment, and it won't hurt you, because sometimes things come up and we just can't get things done or we forget. If you miss one thing, that's okay. It's just one. You'll still earn the full points. But if you miss 2 or more, you will only have 7.5 points that you can earn. Okay, so if you have 2 missing homework assignments or you didn't do 2 of them on time, you're down to 7.5 points. If you miss 3 homework assignments, then you go down to 5 points. And if you have 4 or more missing homework assignments, it's a 0. So please make sure that you are planning ahead and you're not saving your homework for the last minute. You want to make sure that you upload it in plenty of time, because sometimes when we try to do things at the last minute, that's when our internet stops working and then we have problems. So basically, again, you have like 1 free pass in case something happens and you miss 1, not a big deal, but if you miss more than 1, you're going to start losing points. So if you have any questions about the homework assignments, please let me know. And again, you'll see different homework assignments due or noted on the syllabus, like the alpha box and the double entry journal. Again, I'm going to explain those a little bit later in the semester on an as-needed basis. Thank you.